Hey, what's up YouTube? This is your boy Jeremiah and I'm back with another video. This is a review of Caution Maya. Hey music fans, it's me, your boy Jeremiah, and I'm back with another review. Today is a day that we've all been waiting for. One of my favorite artists of all time. One of your favorite artists of all time. If not, she's your favorite artist. She just dropped a new motherfucking record today, cut. That's right. Mariah Carey, she just dropped some new heat for that ass. Her first album since what, 2014, Chanteuse. So yeah, Mariah Carey has graced us with another album. This time, the album is called A Caution. It's, I believe, her 15th studio album, her first album on Sony Epic Records. She's finally back with Sony. This album, as a longtime fan, you know, we've been waiting for so long. What I'm expecting from this album, I'm expecting this to be her Charm Bracelet album. Like a Charm Bracelet-esque era to where this album will be damage control. This album will show a lot of people that she still has it. This album won't have any big moments or big hits, but it will be still a solid album that no one can really deny. If you remember back in 2002, 3, she released Charm Bracelet after Glitter. Charm Bracelet was what were they calling it? They were calling it damage control. You know what I mean? I think after the last couple years that Mariah's had, she definitely needs a little bit of damage control. I think this album will be that solid album where it's not up here, but it's not down here also. So I think if everything goes well, this album should do very well. What else? And I think maybe this won't be that album where it's like that emancipation type album, maybe without that huge hit, but it will be a solid album that people are able to get back behind her and believe in her once again. And if all goes well with this, I believe that the next album will be that phenomenal masterpiece. You know, you never know. I'm just ready for a new era. I previously did videos for the songs that have been released already. I'm gonna maybe once over them a little bit, but if you want to see my reviews and reactions to Get the Fuck Out, With You, A No-No and The Distance, just see my previous videos. For the most part, I'm going to go over the songs that I haven't heard or reviewed. Again, this is my first time freshly hearing this album. So, start off with a little bit of an intro. The first track on this album is GTFO. GTFO, to me, it was a cute song. It was a little bop. I don't think it's really gonna make any noise, but I'm a little skeptical. Out of all the songs she's recorded over the last couple years, like, this is how you want to start your album out? GTFO. I mean, it's cute. It's like emoji hashtag material, get the fuck out. It's a cute moment, but should you have started off the album with this? I don't necessarily know. What I do like about the song is that it has a vibe. It has a really relaxed, chill vibe. That's one thing I love about the song. I wish maybe she had belted out a little more, but again, showing restraint hasn't always been Mariah's high point. Some people might like the fact that she's actually showing restraint, and I think it's going to be indicative of a lot of the album. The second song from the album, With You, it was the one that was sent out there to radio. I love the song. It's a stereotypical ballad. I think it needed a little bit more, but at the same time, in the vein of showing restraint, I'm happy she chose to show a little restraint and kind of deviate from the normal Mariah Carey gig. With You, to me, it was a phenomenal song, but I think at this point, Mariah needs like a hitter. I don't even think she can come back with a We Belong Together type record, which is what obviously With You was trying to do, the same blueprint of We Belong Together. The video, she looks impeccable, but I think that people need a little bit more. Music has changed so much to where if you're not doing something completely outside the box, a lot of times it gets ignored. And but again, it's a solid Mariah album. It fits right into her catalog. I think it's everything that the people were waiting for, were wishing for. It satiated the lambs. It satiated the longtime music fans. And I can't really say too much about it. It's a good song. It's middle of the road. No, take no risk, Mariah. You know what I mean? So the third track on the album, I'm gonna play this one for you guys. The third track on the album is actually a song called Caution. This is the title song of the record, so I'm kind of expecting a lot from this song. I haven't heard the song yet, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what the song does, what she's giving with the song, and so yeah, let's go ahead and give it a listen. Let's get into this. I might skip a little bit of these songs. I might skip ahead a little bit or chop the video up because I don't want it being a 10-hour video, but bear with me. Let's get into Caution, the first song off the record that hasn't been released that we haven't heard. Proceed with Caution. Are you hearing this? This is giving me Aaliyah vibes, like Aaliyah, that those B-sides that Aaliyah was doing with Timbaland when she was doing soundtrack music before her final album drop. This is definitely giving me some Aaliyah vibes with the song. It sounds like a Timbaland production. I'm liking it a lot so far. I want to find out who produced this because Baby Girl needs to work with them again. I'm loving it. Okay, so that was Caution. I'm very impressed with this song. It's giving me maybe Butterfly B-side. It's giving me Baby Doll moments. I love this song. I think they're right as choosing it as the title track. It's not a pow banger, but it's a nice song that I can vibe and chill out to with the lights off. You know what I mean? I love that song. So I'm gonna have to go back and give it another listen, but right off the bat I think it's gonna be one of my favorites from this album. Yeah, I love that song. It's a solid song. I think she's given us everything that we wanted. The lyrics, the sound, so mysterious, very Aaliyah. And also I'm noticed she said this in GTFO. I believe she said love me harder. In this track she's also talking about love me harder. Proceed with Caution. I'm gonna have to go and look through the lyrics to see exactly what it's about, but it looks like a risky love moment. Her saying love me harder, isn't that a phrase that Ariana put into the universe? Maybe it's a nod to Ariana, or maybe it's just the writers and the people that are in the studio with her just feeding her lines, possibly, but a little Ariana reference. I'm liking it. Let's go on to the next track. The next track is The Distance. No, the next track is A No No. We've heard this song already. I fucking love this song. This is probably one of my favorite songs that she's done in a long time. I love the Little Kim sample. I love everything about the song. I think the song is a solid song. I love that she's finally giving us an upbeat moment. We haven't had many upbeat moments in the past 10 years. I love that song. The next track after that is The Distance. We've heard The Distance already. The Distance is a solid ass fucking song. I have no complaints about that song. Maybe the only complaint is Ty Dolla $ign's verse is a little short. He could have went a little longer. Maybe did some ad-libs. Maybe been able to really give us that Ty Dolla $ign swag. Other than that, I have no complaints. The next song, which is track number 6, is a song called Giving Me Life featuring Slick Rick and Blood Orange. I haven't heard that song yet. I haven't heard anything about the song, so I'm interested to see what that song is giving. I love the title. I've heard some good things about it, so let's go ahead and get into that track.
Hey, baby, what's happening? How you doing?
I love that little intro. I'm loving the intros on this album so far. The Distance intro with the little girls chanting. Oh man, this is a vibe. This is a complete vibe. Hold on. This song is giving me life. This song is a vibe. Again, this whole album is just a soulful vibe. With a lot of the previous albums, there was a lot of experimentation. This time around, she's playing no games. I think she's at a certain level where she's like, I'm just gonna do straight R&B. To me, this album is sounding very Butterfly Returns. You know what I mean? Butterfly Part 2. That's a lot of the vibe I'm getting with this album, as if a lot of these could be B-sides from the Butterfly album. This song so far is just a easy, breezy, groovy, vibey type song. I'm excited to hear what else this song is giving. To me, that song is perfection. I love the intro. I love the slick Rick. I love all the ad lib, and I love like that ghetto guy on the block like talking in the background. Everything about that song I love. As a Mariah fan, as an R&B fan, as a slow burner fan, this song is definitely giving me everything that I need. I'm excited to see the rest of the album and what's going on and how these songs all fit into the album. The next song is a song called One More Again. I haven't heard this song. I haven't really heard any of these songs yet, aside from a snippet of like Portraits and Eighth. Can we just get it in one more again? Wow, Mimi, are you serious right now? Yeah, so that was One More Again, the infamous track that I've been hearing about. Personally, I love the song. Is it a complete bop? I don't know. I have to listen to it again. But again, like I said, this song is a fucking vibe. This album, I'm saying, is very mature. She's not playing games. She's sticking to the script. This song, it reminds me of, I don't know if it necessarily has the sample, but it reminds me of the Jeremiah song, You and I. If we can't dance floor on you and I. Ooh, you know what song I'm talking about. This song is giving me that vibes. This song is giving me life right now. I want to hear this song one more again. Get into this track. Let's get into some more new Mimi. Right here, this is 8th grade. Got the snaps in the beginning. I'm feeling it. Hey, you can do the Bull Palace to this one. Lean with it, rock with it. A lot of smooth intros this time around. I'm not sure, no, I'm not sure. Okay. Tell me what that means to you. Yeah. It was me that was by your side. Okay. Limitless without no rules. This album is giving me, this particular song is giving me Justin Timberlake Future Sex Love Sounds, where Timbaland would go and remix every song at the end of the track, putting his signature Ficky and his signature vocals on the end. It's kind of giving me, Timbaland and Mariah did another song called Skydiving. It's kind of giving me that without the falsetto vocals of Skydiving. For me, it's a solid song. It's probably going to grow on me. Not a standout in this album because there are so many other tracks that stand out for me, but I really can't say anything bad about that song. The next song is a song called Stay Long Love You. I'm interested in hearing what this song is about because that title, Stay Long Love You featuring Gunna, I don't know what the fuck Stay Long Love You means. She had a song called I'll Be Loving You Long Time. I'm guessing it might be reference or a play on words to that. Gunna, I don't really know who he is. I looked him up the other day. He seems like another trap rapper, maybe from Young Money or something like that. So yeah, Stay Long Love You. The title is a mystery. Of the songs that I heard people talking about, I didn't hear people talking too much about this song, which worries me a little bit because when you have 10 songs on a fucking album, you don't have any room for filler. Like GTFO, get that song the fuck out of here and put it on a stronger song. That song is cute, make it a B-side. This song right here, I'm interested to see what this song is giving. Okay. Old school R&B vibes, very Timbaland, very Neptunes, very 2001. I'm loving that little, I love like the little flip did Game Over. That's what it's kind of reminding me of. I'm loving the track itself. She hit us with the hard, then she just slowed it down. I'm loving that moment. Wow. I didn't think I was going to love this song. I hadn't heard anybody talking about this song, but why didn't you guys tell me this song was a fucking bop? Why didn't you guys tell me that the beat fucking sped up and slowed down and had a nigga yelling on it, and then it slowed back down to a sexy ass Mariah moment? This is the shit that I'm talking about. This is the shit that she's so good at doing, just being versatile on a record. And the song isn't even like fire, 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 but just to the ear, it just sounds so... I don't even know the fucking word for it. It just sounds so good to the ear, so playful. I love a nice playful moment in the middle of a serious album like this. This song is really, this is probably going to be one of my favorites of this album. Wow, okay. That was Stay Long Love You featuring Gunna. I fucking love that song. That song kind of reminds me of those, she would do like some Motowny sounding songs with the rapper on them, like You Got Me and Your Girl and things like that. It's giving me like an updated version of that vibe. This is like one of my favorite songs on the album. I'm guessing they were thinking it was like a little cute filler song, which it is, so they just tacked it on the end of the album. But to me, this song could have been in the beginning somewhere. And an album that is so serious, it's not really ballad heavy, but it's so deep R&B. A song like this is a breath of fresh air. The song is obviously an homage for me to Nas's song Uchiwali. In the song she repeats, "You make me wanna," but it actually harkens to the part in Uchiwali where it's like, he really make me dun, 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 dun. He really dun, 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 dun. And then also it also has the same kind of Indian flute type background moments that song had also. Yeah, so that is Stay Long Love You featuring Gunna. I don't know who the fuck Gunna is, but he did a good job. Gunna, hand clap to you, Gunna. You fucking did the damn thing. That's a solid ass track. I wish they put it higher up on the album. The last song is Portrait, which is, if you know anything about Mariah's music, there's the quintessential introspective song at the end of the album. It started with, what was it? It started with Looking In, which is just like the top will never be topped. Then we have Outside, then we have Petals, then we have Sunflowers for Alfred Roy. After that, she went more gospel tinge. She gave us Fly Like a Bird. She gave us I Wish You Well. And then she went back into the introspective song, and she did Languishing, which was an interlude from Memoirs. I don't think the last album, Chanteuse, had that introspective song. It went back to gospel with the song Heavenly. So I'm definitely looking to see what this song gives. With such a strong title like Portrait, I'm expecting something, a moment of deep soul searching, maybe a moment of reflecting on the past. I heard a little snippet, but I wasn't able to really get what I wanted from the snippet. So I'm gonna go ahead and listen to this song and see exactly what the song is giving. I'm excited. Usually for me, the last song is usually my personal favorite song as a Mariah Carey fan. So hopefully this lives up to that legacy of the introspective gospel final song. Okay, piano as predicted. Oh, love it. It's giving me Sunflowers vibes already. Alright, let's go, Mimi. Oh, that tone. Wow. It's giving me like old school jazzy vibes, which is an area, a genre where she definitely flourishes. Okay, so that was Portraits. Personally, I love this song. Maybe if you're not a Mariah fan and you're not familiar with her albums, you won't know much about this song. But I think even to the non-Mariah fan, this song will still hit a note because it's giving you that moment that nothing else on the album is giving. Anyone who's a like real music head will appreciate this song. To me, this song is a mix of The Wind, Vanishing, Looking In, and Petals. If you know your Mariah discography, it's like a culmination of all those songs, but at the same time, it's also very much its own song. A lot of the piano ballads that she does save for the last track on the album, a lot of them sound alike. This one had a completely different, fresh, and new sound to me, like that. Maybe there could have been a little more experimentation on this album, but for the most part, I fucking love this album. Every track to me is solid, maybe with the exception of GTFO and One More Again. Those were probably the two tracks that I wasn't too fond of. They could have replaced them and took them and put something else in there. Because on an album with 10 songs, there's not much room for error. There's not much room to play around. The songs are alright. They're not terrible. But I could have done for bigger moments in those slots. And I think she chose them because they're cute titles and it's some ghetto shit. Mariah always loves to throw in just some ghetto shit to remind you that she's a nigga. You know what I mean? We know, sis. You don't have to go in GTFO and One More Again. It's a nice moment, like with OOC and a couple of the other adages that you have titled your songs after. Those are nice moments. But all in all, this is a phenomenal album. My favorites off the album, I loved Caution. No No is probably my favorite song on the album because I love an upbeat Mariah moment. That's really the only time the tempo really raises on this album, which is understandable. It's an R&B album. It should be slow banger, but I love a fantasy moment. I love a heartbreaker moment. I love to see Mariah get up there and shake her ass. You know what I mean? 8th Grade didn't really stand out to me either. Portrait, it is the quintessential final song. My favorite song, A No No. I love The Distance. Stay Long, Love You. All in all, to me, this album meshed really. Another thing I will say is that this album reminds me of the Emancipation of Mimi, maybe before they put those final 4 songs, which were the final hit songs. To me, this album could have been a little longer, and it needed that 1 or 2 big major hit. Like before Emancipation of Mimi came out, they had the whole album done, and then they went in the end and added Shake It Off, We Belong Together, It's Like That, Don't Forget About Us. This kind of reminds me of that project before those last songs were added. Maybe she's going for a little bit of a different strategy this time. The album is 10 songs, which she hasn't really done except for her very first album, which was like 10 or 11 songs. It needed those bangers, but at the end of the day, I'm really happy with this I hope you enjoyed this review. Go ahead and give me a like. Go ahead and give me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, especially if you're in the Mariah verse. If you're a lamb out there, to all my lamely out there, go ahead and stay tuned. I have some more videos coming up. I'm going to do a video on Mariah and J-Lo, a video on Mariah and Eminem. I'm going to start going into some other artists. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I've been teasing the La Llorona spoiler video for a while. I went and saw the movie La Llorona. I actually made the video last week and edited it. I'm waiting for maybe a second trailer to drop to upload that. But yeah, in the meantime, stay tuned. Go check out this fucking album. This album is fucking phenomenal. I loved every minute of it except for like maybe 1 or 2 songs. I really can't say too much more about this album. Okay, Lamb, so that was my review of the Caution album. It was genuinely one of Mariah's best albums. I think it was definitely her best album in the last 10 years. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side. Alright, bye. Peace. Woo!